So it's day of chutti in the IPL, the first after almost close to 2 months.
58 days to be precise.
Feels like 58 years.
That's not a good sign.
That's not a good sign.
You were supposed to say that it flew by.
It did fly by.
That means you didn't enjoy it.
No, there were points which I enjoyed, yes, definitely.
You're shooting yourself in the foot. So yeah, first day off for the teams, not for us. We are here as usual. No match to look forward to, but plenty to talk about. Karthik wants to watch women's IPL. It's actually not women's IPL.
It's
Women's
the
IPL.
Women's T20 Challenge.
Women's IPL will come in due course. But for the moment, we're talking about the men's IPL here. 4 teams have reached the playoff stage, and what we're going to do in our video today is pick our favorites. Who's going to win, but don't take any of our analysis very seriously, because as you know, our success rate was very poor when we picked our top 4 at the start of the season.
Plus, we have our own biases also.
I had no bias.
No, Mr. Bias is here.
You 3 are
I have
fans
a bias.
of IPL teams.
He has a bias.
So you had picked. So our analysis was half decent, I'd say. Actually, literally half decent.
Did any of y'all's top 4s actually get more than 2 or 3 teams right?
We'll find out very soon. So is the video ready, Shivam? We don't want to sit on the high horse and pretend that we know everything.
We don't.
Yes.
But
So
is there anybody, irrespective of whether he is an expert or not,
who gets 4 right?
Exactly.
No.
No, also nobody picked Gujarat Titans.
Exactly.
Give me an expert who said Gujarat Titans are gonna be the first team
Save
to
your
get to the
explanation.
playoffs.
First, let's see how good or bad we were. So Shivam, as I said, we don't want to sit on a high horse and say we know everything. We know as much or as little as you guys sitting at home do. So these were our 4 picks, the ones that we had picked before the IPL started, just based on how teams were looking on paper. And this is how we fared. Lucky for Shane, he doesn't feature in this video, but he will have to now give all explanation for his friend
Siri.
Sid. Sid, he's not.
Get him on a Zoom link.
Go, play the video, show our predictions. Top 4 teams for playoff we are picking. We are starting with Siddharth.
Yeah. Chennai Super Kings, Mumbai Indians, Delhi Capitals, and Lucknow Super Kings.
Chennai
and Lucknow. These are my 3 teams so far. My 4th team, I can't pick between Punjab and KKR. Still sort of Punjab.
video?
So I picked my 4 teams. Top 2, of course. Top 2 in the sense, one would be Rajasthan Royals.
Please don't explain.
Everybody knows my
Logic doesn't work here. Then Kolkata Knight Riders, they've got a very good sound middle order.
RR, KKR, Lucknow Super Giants, and Punjab.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes. Lucknow Super Giants only because they're looking good on paper.
Thankfully.
One team that has been picked by everyone, and I'm also going to pick it. Lucknow Super Giants. I have also picked Punjab. So put Punjab. 2 teams that have not been picked by all 3 of you. I am picking Hyderabad 1, SRH.
Okay.
RCB.
RCB, of course, he has picked RCB. That's one thing nobody has picked.
2 teams that have not been picked. So we don't have a clear winner. We have a clear loser though.
Yeah.
In Sidvi.
He's not here, so that you can
Just got
Real shame.
1 out of his 4 prediction right. And I mean, needs some talent to pick that bottom 2 teams like in
Mumbai.
Chennai. And
To be fair, this is the same person who had like what a 15-0 losing streak when it came to predicting winners. So,
So I mean, if you keep that in mind, that it's been on course.
Yeah.
His predictions there.
par for course in that regard.
Yeah, but I wish he was here today. I could have asked him, why did he pick Chennai and Mumbai?
I think he already knew that we are going to do this today, no?
That's why he took his off.
Yeah, that's why he took
yeah,
him off.
yeah.
Very smart, very smart. He's done well in the which video we'll do later. He's done well in the picking the youngster to watch out for.
Yeah, I think he was the only one who did well there.
No, I did well too.
Oh, achha.
I went with Abhishek Sharma.
Okay.
Mine just did not get enough opportunities.
And neither did mine.
Otherwise, he would have been up there as
Who
well.
did
I
you
feel.
go for?
I went for Raj Baba. He got 2 games and then he just staggered after that.
Like ducks he got. So
Raj Baba, like he is definitely fair.
I felt
the
horribly
last spot,
there.
okay, like
Last
the
spot.
dented
no,
last spot.
no, he's also competing. Anuj Rawat.
No, but still.
Well, Arun played more than a few games.
More than a few games. I think after your
Won them a game?
Abhishek Sharma,
Yeah,
I think Anuj Rawat must have played the most number of games. Who did you pick?
I picked Sai Kishore.
Sai Kishore. See, even he didn't play those many games.
3 games, last 3 games.
Raj, Angad, Baba. So basically, you combine both your emerging players, and mine would have still played more number of
games.
matches.
That is
That
true.
doesn't mean success.
Yeah. Success
Playing
ratio
is
is
not-
still
Success
he-
ratio,
pretty bad.
everyone's is
He-
bad.
pretty
Let's be
bad.
fair.
He won
here.
them a game. He won them a game.
66 runs he made, everybody talked about him.
And then that's
I
it.
remember somebody telling me, by the way, an RC fan, that he's comparable with Ishan Kishan. 2 games later, he was dropped from the side. So yeah, that happened.
So no, coming back to the predictions, top 4. So one team that nobody picked, Gujarat Titans, have topped the table. Incredible. What that tells you is don't judge the book by its cover. So it didn't look like the strongest team on paper, but did perform very well. So kudos to that. And I don't think we're the only ones who didn't pick them. A lot of people wouldn't have. So kudos to Gujarat. That knocks one team out for all of ones that we had picked. On the 2 out of 4 is average. I'm sure there would have been people who would have got 3 out of 4 possible. But 4 out of 4, I doubt there'd be anyone. By the way, you guys also can't lie. I went through the show, so a lot of comments as well.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Nobody did.
A lot of them got 1 out of 4. There was one comment which had 3 out of 4, which is the best. So there was none that was 4 out of 4. Nobody got 4 out of 4.
4 out of 4, that's what nobody picked Gujarat Titans.
Exactly.
Not fairness, because nobody thought they had a lower middle order in the first place.
The irony.
Everybody pointed out that, don't know who's going to finish the games for them. And in hindsight, they've got the best trio at number 5, 6, 7 if you look at any teams. Gujarat Titans. They've got Miller, Tewatia and Rashid Khan, who have scored more runs, averaging more, and have a better strike rate than any team 5, 6 and 7 this time.
But off late, Rahul Tewatia has
sort of
been a little
tapered
off
off.
color.
Okay, let's just hope that our strike rate can improve from the prediction that we made. 50% strike rate. So we're, if we can take it to 60, 75 would be good. 100 would be even better. But this time it's easy. It'll either be 100 or it'll be 0. Which is we are here to now pick our favorite to win the title. One team that we think. So the way we'll go about it is like any one of us starts, and then he or she has the. Oh, we only got he. There's no she.
No glamour.
So
There's no
he
glamour,
has, from tomorrow. From tomorrow. So he will have 5 minutes to explain why he thinks that team will win, like whatever strengths by the team, and then after his 5 minutes explanation we can have some counter questions as to and then you can explain that. So who'd like to start?
Shane, because you were not there earlier, you start.
Very good.
Go for
Fine.
it, Shane.
Okay.
5 minutes, take your time, pick a team and tell us why you think will win the title out of the 4.
Actually, the team which I would want to pick, I think, would be the team who I think would be the least fancied if you go by form. That's RCB.
Okay.
I think, I don't know why. For one, and I have to say there's no real good reason except for the fact that one, Kohli's just finally found form. If he can sustain this form, that's a guaranteed match winner even if no one else fires. A. B, I'm a fan of their bowling. I really like that bowling lineup. So they have looked very good, and of course they have someone like Maxwell, DK types who can fire in the middle order. One of them fires one game, and now it's basically it's a game of odds. At 3 games they would be playing at most. Eliminator, qualifier to final if they make it that far. It's a case of one person winning new games, which as we saw with Gujarat, sometimes their top order would fail. There'd be one person in the bottom who'd hold his hand up and win the game for them. If any one of these can do it, I think that's 3 proven match winners with the bat. The bowling, again, Wanindu has come into his own lately. Hazelwood, I really like a lot. Harshal has been decent, so I think that's my pick. And it's a very out of field pick because I think the fancied team would be someone like a Gujarat if we are looking at it that way. But I
you
just
have
feel
Harshal for sure.
I don't know. It's just a gut feeling which I have. and I'm going with that gut feeling. That Isala Cup indeed.
He's wearing red also.
Fair point. I don't know. So the worry for RCB would be Faf's been patchy.
Yeah.
Virat too. Yes, he was
Oh yeah,
looking very good last
patchy
time.
would be an understatement.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he'll continue.
Yeah,
with that
yeah,
form.
yeah.
He could, but he may not.
May not.
There's more chance of him not doing it. Looking at what has happened, and then Glenn Maxwell will take what 7th year.
7 years.
Yeah.
But you know, we are
2014,
talking. We are talking about Virat's return to form. We also have to realize that Maxwell also got runs in the last game.
Yes.
So that should be a bit of a confidence or a morale booster for.
No, but last time he
RCB.
scored 56 runs or 50 odd runs.
Then
for
he will
them.
take.
After that, he did not score anything next 3-4 games.
So.
So RCB, anyone agree with him?
Oh, I really wish
RCB.
Siddharth was here today. I would RCB.
It would have been fun. Look,
Nobody is going with your pick.
I don't think so.
So Shane's picked RCB. He's given his reasons. You guys can drop in your comments if you agree. So one pick is RCB, Shane.
their problem, by the way, RCB's problem has also been power plays, by the way.
Because they lose
With
both their
both the
openers.
bat, with both the ball, nothing they have done. I think that they've got the worst numbers in terms of both batting in the power play as well as the bowling in the power play. Least number of wickets, if I'm not wrong. And even Faf, who's looked patchy, Virat Kohli, we know, hasn't scored many runs except that last game. Apart from that, Faf is, by the way, his strike rate is, I guess, 105
That's
in the
bad,
power
yes.
play. That is really bad. Like
But he has that ability to improve.
And he did that one game where he scored, you remember, where
Yeah.
he scored 80 odd runs and
He started very
Unlike
slow
a
and
few,
then
He was
unlike a
some
few other
13 of
players, he has that
30
ability
balls.
to convert a score when he crosses that 30,
30,
40 run mark.
mark.
So he has that ability to go.
But
on
he
to
has
make
also
it
been
big.
patchy.
Just stop it, Shivam.
He's also been very patchy.
So a lot of people are agreeing with Shane's pick. So you've got Niketan
Niketan
Soni, Vimlesh Maheshwari.
Can we increase the font size, because it seems as if today.
No, they
No,
are
no, they-
changing.
oh,
Yeah, not that much also. That is good enough.
Ah.
Yeah. So a lot of, but Nofil Zak doesn't agree. He's saying winning 3 pressure games. Don't think RCB can, which is a valid point, and I agree with him.
Rahul Kumar has an interesting point.
See, majority.
They have Karan Sharma.
By the way,
Most
majority
important
of.
point. RCB have Karan Sharma.
4-time IPL winner.
Rahul Kumar, comment of the evening already.
But majority of the people are saying that RR.
Yeah.
Acha, a lot
Prashant
of,
also
a lot of
agrees.
You are
people
only
saying
looking
agree.
at the comments that say
A few
Most
people are
are
saying that they agree with
Most
the.
agree with RCB. So a lot of RCB.
So I
fans
think
with
his
us.
was the only perhaps matter of suspense, that which team will Shane pick, because I think his is clear. Lucknow.
Yours
bias-
is also clear.
if I- go with the bias.
Don't spoil it. Let's get to it.
Arey.
Okay, now you go. Next turn. So RCB, a lot of you A to Z has agreed. Rohit Kumar says does not agree. So, but majority have agreed with RCB selection that Shane has gone with. Next up is Siddharth. Go for it.
Well, I have to say, can I make 2 picks?
No.
Heart and the head are saying
heart
2
and-
different things.
Mix your heart.
Come
and
on,
your
guys,
mind.
give me this. My heart
Serve
says,
them
by
a
the way,
cocktail.
my heart says Lucknow Super Giants, as you guys know, because
I'll come up with 4 picks
I'm
then.
a
My
big
heart,
fan.
my nail,
And
my
nail?
head.
Why would a nail make a pick?
It says.
No, but my mind
nail
tells
is
me
saying that.
Gujarat Titans
Because
are winning
they
this
nailed
because
that.
they have 2 bites at the cherry.
Okay, you're going with one team, which is,
Gujarat Titans are.
and give your reason.
Because they've been the best side. I think they're the most complete side. Yes, their lower middle order has sort of struggled in times, but it's their top order that has been their real problem. With Shubman Gill firing, every time you expect him to fire, he has not scored that many runs after the initial great start he got. It's Ridhiman Sahu who has done most of the scoring, in fact, among the openers. And that number 3 spot is still a huge problem for them. They haven't figured out. Matthew Wade, they have tried in the last 3 games, hasn't even managed to cross 20 runs in that role. I think so they're going to make a change. But apart from that, is their bowling, which I feel is the best in the business. Mohammad Shami in the power play with Rashid Khan in the middle overs to sort of put on that chokehold. And that lower middle order with Miller coming good and Rashid also with the bat. I think they definitely have a better chance. Even if they lose against RR tomorrow in the qualifier one, they have another opportunity. So that is why, and by the way, any team except for the 2016 season who has won the IPL has come from that qualifier one, like the top 2 teams.
Yeah. So I think Rahul to already started on a bad
Yeah,
His
yeah.
prediction here is only wrong. He said he's going to pick Lucknow.
Lucknow. He didn't pick Lucknow.
He's picked Gujarat. No, but he's picked.
No, but the most important sentence was, even if they lose to Rajasthan tomorrow, that's what he says. Which means he's prepared. He knows that Rajasthan is a better team.
So, a lot of you agreed with Shane's pick and he went with RCB. What do you make of Siddhant's pick? He's gone with GT. And guess who agrees with you? Ricky Patel.
Of course.
From the US of A. He said
Gujarat
GT.
sab pe bhari pade.
Bhari. He would
GT
say
will-
it. Gujarati sab pe bhari.
GT rocks, he says. Though another regular watcher in Love Rami says that GT will lose. So I was going to come to you, Rahul, but since he and me have picked the same team, we'll finish that.
5 reasons he is given, now 5 reasons he given. And then we will have
Different
10
reasons.
reasons why
Different
GT will.
Different.
And he said why GT
Not
will
5
end
reasons,
and then
5
lose
minutes.
to
Let me give
RR.
it mine. So I like him. I have picked Gujarat Titans because I would have only picked between Gujarat and Rajasthan. And I think for the bottom 2 teams to win, as Siddhant said, it's only happened once in 2016. SRH did it. I don't think it's going to be.
Yeah.
So those odds are stacked against them. So I'm going with Gujarat Titan. But why I'm also going up between Rajasthan and Gujarat, I had to pick one. And why did I pick Gujarat? Few reasons. One, because Gujarat hammered Rajasthan in the one group game that they played. So they've already done it this season. So I'm going with Gujarat over Rajasthan. Secondly, I'm going with Gujarat because you'll be playing in Eden Gardens. And I think because this current Eden Gardens is going to help fast bowlers. And I was going to compare the 2 fast bowling lineups between Gujarat and Rajasthan. And I've given the edge to Gujarat fast bowling because the 3 fast bowlers that Gujarat have, Shami, Lockie Ferguson, I'm guessing, over Alzari, and they'll have Yash Dayal, right? So those will be
They
there.
might play both, by the way. Alzari and Lockie
No,
both.
but,
If they
Rashid Miller,
No, Rashid Miller will play. They will drop Matthew Wade. Matthew Wade hasn't done anything.
maybe.
And then get in size of the show.
Again, at the moment, if I'm going with the 3 that seem most likely, so that will be Shami, Lockie Ferguson, Yash Dayal. Okay, I've compared it to the 3 that Rajasthan have. That is Prasidh Krishna, Trent Bolt, and Odion Smith.
No,
sorry.
no.
Obed
McCoy.
Sorry. Obed McCoy. Yes. So now, in terms of, I think your second best fast bowler has been Trent Bolt this season, and the second best fast bowler for Gujarat has been Lockie. So they have been almost same. I was seeing their performance almost same. Third best fast bowler for you, Obed McCoy. For them, Yash
Because
Dayal.
they've rotated between Kuldeep
so
Sen,
even there, they've
McCoy.
also
But I think
Yash Dayal.
McCoy will play tomorrow for
So McCoy and all similar. Your best fast bowlers is the huge difference because Gujarat have Shami in the top 10, outstanding this season. Your best fast bowler has been Prasidh Krishna, who's like in the middle of the table, like 23rd of in terms of wickets. And
No, but Prasidh has, I think, 15 wickets.
yeah,
And Shami would have picked how many wickets?
more than 20 or something.
More than 20.
Shami has had a good
Yeah.
season.
So Shami is high, economy is better, everything. He's ahead. So I'm saying man to man, mano y mano, fast bowling, Gujarat. Is,
I can give you another reason if you want to back.
please.
And there'll be 2 local boys also. See, Ridhiman Saha would be playing.
Mohammad Shami.
Yeah, and
would be
Shami.
playing in his home ground. Mohammad Shami, and you may also add one more name, that would be Shubman Gill.
Kolkata.
He used to
Yeah,
play
3
for
years
Kolkata
there.
Knight Riders.
Yes.
So maybe familiarity.
Shane would
in local
disagree
conditions.
that it matters at all.
Now,
Didn't do much.
So
but
I've
okay.
gone with Gujarat. Now you're left, and everyone knows. who
no,
the team that's
exactly. So Rajasthan Royals, no prizes for guessing. Off late in the second half of this season, Joss Butler has not fired. I think that has a lot to do, maybe, with the wear and tear of the wickets, because all the matches were played in those 3 venues. Oh, sorry, 4 venues rather. So here you'll get fresh wickets, and Rajasthan is loaded with stroke makers. Be it Joss Butler, be it Sanju Samson, be it Devdutt Padikkal. And thankfully, Yashasvi Jaiswal has also been amongst
How
the
are you
runs
not
now.
counting Ashwin? Like I
No.
thought he'll be there right now.
And he's not counted a major player also.
Riyan Parag, he is also stroke maker, by
Yes,
the way.
that's what I'm saying.
He is
You didn't
also
take his name, and I'm
and
waiting for that.
Hetman,
And
Shimron Hetman.
He was there,
Simran.
not out last match.
Yes.
Giving
And-
Ashwin company.
and you and I think here in because these are fresh wickets, a team that has better bowling attack will win the trophy. And I think Rajasthan has an all-round bowling attack. Now you're saying, you're comparing that Shami has more wickets than Prasidh Krishna, but maybe because the wickets have been evenly distributed. Here everybody has been chipping in, be it Ashwin, be it Yuzi Chahal, be it Prasidh Krishna, be it Trent Bolt. So everybody has been chipping in. That is one of the reasons why, because there you have Mohammad Shami, then your next best is Rashid.
All are mediocre mid-level, na?
Who?
You're all...
Are 26 wickets. Yuzi Chahal has
Yuzi
picked
just spinners.
26.
Now you're playing in Eden Gardens.
20 exactly. That is what I am saying. You know,
not the old Eden Gardens
no,
of Gautam Gambhir's time.
that is the reason why I am saying, you know,
Jairaj Rana saying, also don't worry, Ara will lose both matches.
because of the because of the conditions that would be on offer at Eden Gardens, where it does help the pacers. Somebody like Trent Bolt and Prasidh Krishna, who can both move the ball. See, Lockie.
Prasidh doesn't move. He's a deck quick.
उसका outswing होता है यार.
Prasidh and Lockie, by the way, two other former KKR people, in case you're keeping count.
Exactly. So that ways, and law of averages. Finally, Joss Butler, I'm banking heavily on him because I think after so many low scores. Maybe, and he is a big match player.
And that Kolkata wicket, if you can settle in, very good for batting. Very, very good for batting.
Butler's form is definitely a very last 7 games, 119 runs only.
Sorry?
Something like that.
Yeah.
So he's saying now the bad phase is gone.
Bad phase
so
is
that
gone.
means law of average.
And you know, these would be fresh wickets for stroke
Just
makers.
the
It
same
might
for Gujarat. Huh? Hardik started well. Now has had a poor run. So maybe law of average he'll get.
No, but Hardik scored last match.
No, he against Rajasthan was the man of the match.
No,
he got the highest run.
He scored against RCB also last
So
year.
and Rajasthan, except for the fact that they don't have a genuine all-rounder, this team does not have a weak link. I know you will come up with a name or two.
No.
But then this team.
I think our family will come up with a name or two themselves.
You know,
Weak links.
I think they'll say that he's the strongest link. Probably.
These fresh wickets
That's
will
how they
No,
suit
fielding.
the batters.
Don't miss the importance of fielding.
Yes,
The
and
catching.
Rajasthan actually has a very good fielding.
I-
And who's the best fielder in that lot?
Ryan Parag.
Exactly.
By far. Anshu is saying, see, forget anything. The team that is chasing tomorrow is winning. Mark his word.
Achha, and also you'll have to see the dew factor.
Oh, yes.
Because now you're not
They will
playing. You're not playing in Mumbai or
Kolkata has a
Pune.
lot of-
You
Kolkata,
are
yes.
because now if you don't get to see dew
That's
here
why
in
he's
Mumbai.
saying, na team that is
That's
chasing
why.
is winning.
I think that's why he's
You do
counting
all
that
your
dew
analysis
factor.
Toss
and-
becomes very important here.
But do you think there'll be a lot of dew?
It should be. There should be.
There's humidity, I'm sure, but
No, I am expecting, because see, monsoons would be still.
I think
A few days
they'll start coming to Kerala now. The southwest.
Kerala, I heard,
The
would
southwest
hit.
monsoon
monsoon's not
that comes
Would
first in
hit.
the country comes through Kerala.
Austin Kuna has an interesting question. So which team do you think has the advantage if we get a 5-over game due to rain in qualifier?
Oh yeah, let's not forget, by the way, both days lots of rain expected tomorrow and
Actually, in
day
a
after.
5-over game, Rajasthan will have the advantage. Joss Butler.
Yeah, even
Hetmeyer,
Joss Butler, Hetmeyer.
Ryan Parag. See, for 5-6
Ashwin
balls.
will come ahead
of Ryan
See, for
Parag.
5-6 balls, Ryan Parag is.
Don't count
very
out
deep.
Yashasvi Jaiswal. Yeah?
Yashasvi
For a
Jaiswal.
5-over game, I would love
Sanju
to have
Samson
him.
and
Sanju
Sanju Samson, and if it is a 5-over game, Sanju Samson and Joss Butler will come out.
But
to
Gujarat will send Rashid Khan.
That's what I was saying, that maybe just send Rashid ahead of, or Tewatia.
See, I understand, Rahul Tewatia and Rashid Khan won you a couple of matches.
As did Miller.
Exactly, and as did David. David Miller, see, he's a proper batsman. He is a proper batsman and a dangerous one who makes it to his national side. Majority.
Pretty consistently.
Yes.
No,
Especially-
nothing has a very interesting point which we haven't considered for RCB, which even Shane didn't give that way. He says RCB will win because they have more experienced players among other teams in Kohli, Fab, Maxwell, DK, Hazelwood, Herschel, and we know that in crunch encounters, these experience
Yes.
really counts for a lot.
Yes.
But still winning 3 in a row is not easy.
Yeah.
It's not easy at all, and that's
But
why.
this is one of the strong points.
But you're talking about coincidences. Look at what Sankalp Sahu has to say. 2016 Gujarat-based franchise topped the league.
Gujarat Lions.
Yes, the second, the most entertaining team that year, which was RCB, finished second. This year, arguably, you can say that's been RR. The team that finished third was Gambhir's team, KKR that time. This time, LSG. And the team that finished fourth, and they finished fourth towards the end only, which is SRH. Won the thing, so he's Sala Cup namne. He's come with some next level, which is very, very, very good.
Sankalp Sahu, very interesting. Most entertaining team, though, you could argue. The others are Punjab Kings.
No, from I think the top 4 he means. Which RR, I mean, when Butler was going all guns blazing, it was very entertaining to watch.
Most entertaining team. I think you look at the last 2 finishes, right? Gujarat Titans will take the cake there.
Yeah,
Because
actually,
they have had
2 or 3 great
Ah,
finishes.
and last ball finishes also. Rashid Khan hitting a
Rashid
6
Khan,
against SRH.
Rahul Tewatia,
hitting
Punjab
2
Kings.
sixes against Punjab Kings.
Absolutely.
So that way,
But this is
Everything
good. It's
is
a
fine,
good.
but
By the
entertaining
way,
team, don't agree.
Gujarat will be playing final on the home ground.
yes.
That's a big advantage.
What advantage?
The whole
They
crowd
have
Ahmedabad
they
will
have
come
fans,
out.
no?
that way
Numbers,
you can
man.
say yes.
They'll come to
Like you see what happened with Mumbai in
And
the
had
final
it been
game.
had it been Mumbai playing there, you can still understand a lot of people from Bombay would have travelled to Ahmedabad to support that team, to Mumbai team, support for Mumbai team. But then
Ahmedabad.
Ahmedabad.
No, but Rajasthan is also close by only. It's the neighbouring
Neighbouring
then
states.
that
but not
way.
like,
But Rajasthanis are not
Bombay-
coming, you are saying that.
Bombay fans, how they would have travelled.
Yeah, like instead of Goa, they would have gone to Gujarat.
Shubham is saying, Rahul Rawat, you never support RCB, but RCB is the only team to qualify for the playoffs 3 times in a row. To be very honest,
RR didn't do that.
I still RR has never done that. RR has qualified for the
has.
playoffs only twice or thrice.
I think so.
Thrice, I
Thrice.
guess, thrice.
If
You
you
didn't give one more reason for RR. For Shane Warne.
For Shane Warne.
for Wani, yes.
I'm giving you one more reason.
Shane Warne, yes. And well, I honestly feel for somebody, a team that was perhaps on the verge of getting exit or making an exit from this tournament, they are now there and they have the experience of playing in the playoffs. So you obviously cannot discount a team like RCB.
Yeah.
Jera Jana is saying we all know that rain is going to come in Kolkata. Why not transfer it to Ahmedabad? It's too late now. Nothing can be done.
Like nothing can happen.
Yeah, and by the way, we've explained this earlier. The drainage system is fantastic. So even if you get a small window, 2-3 hours, you will do the game. If not, 5 overs is always.
No, but they have started covering
But
the
nobody
entire
has
ground,
picked LSG, huh? Strange.
No, I saw.
I expected
Pushpa
him to pick
has
LSG.
Pushpa.
Some Rocky guy also had said
Pushpa has
LSG.
also picked Lucknow.
Pushpa, so double,
Pushpa.
What is Sonak saying? Just go down. He also I think LSG has a huge task in their hands. They lost
to all teams
All
that are in the
teams who are
playoffs
in
right now.
playoffs.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
interesting.
Also, another fact with
Maybe
LSG,
that's why they're not
so top heavy.
Family members.
And he's saying KL Rahul struggles against top bowling lineups.
yeah.
Would you agree with that?
We've already dissected that.
This has been discussed so many times now during this IPL only. But I am saying LSG have a big task also because they have struggled chasing this season. I think that all the games that they have lost while chasing. And the second thing is 65% of their runs have come from
The top
Quinton
order.
de Kock, KL Rahul and Deepak Hooda. If both de Kock and KL Rahul get out, I think they have lost all the games. If they have managed to score 40, even one of them, they have won the game.
Okay, interesting question from Surya Pratap saying there are high chances of super over. Predict 3 batsmen and 1 bowler from all 4 teams to play in the super over. Instead of all picking for all, let's pick for the teams that we have picked.
Yeah.
So Siddharth, you can pick for Lucknow. You go with RCB. Go for RR. I pick for Gujarat. So just
RR, they don't have a bowler
you have to
to.
pick. Come
to
on.
bowl.
Start with Lucknow. 3
Okay.
batsmen, 1 bowler that you will use.
Bowler, I have to say, for me, even though he's still new in the IPL, I'll still pick
Mohsin.
Mohsin Khan.
Yeah,
He's
good
been,
call.
he's
Very
been the
good.
best bowler
Outstanding.
for them ever since
Yeah.
he's come into
And
the
your
side.
3 batsmen also easy.
3 batsmen.
2 openers.
No,
and
I
Hooda.
think I'm not sure whether I'll pick KL Rahul right away. In terms of
Quinton and
that
Hooda
Quinton will be there for sure with bat hitting, with his hitting capability. Quinton will be there. I think if Evan Lewis is playing, I'll pick him also and ask him to bat alongside Quinton. And then third guy, It could be Deepak Hooda, it could be Marcus Stoinis, and because I'm not a huge fan of Marcus Stoinis anymore, he's not done anything.
Yeah, he's not done this.
I'm gonna go with Deepak Hooda as a
Yeah,
third pick.
Huda's been in good form. Yeah, okay. For RCB,
So I'd go Kohli, Maxwell.
Kohli, Maxwell.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
that's your opening.
No Dinesh Karthik.
And DK is your first drop.
Third,
Yeah.
Dinesh Karthik. So you've gone with Kohli over Faf. Yeah,
Yes.
but Faf's also
Faf's been in patchy form, and it's
Both,
six.
both have been in patch.
Yeah, and I'm
It's
just
like
going with
choosing-
recency bias here. So
Okay.
that's my listing. And bowler is very easy, Hazelwood.
Yes, over.
Because he's been economical. Wanindu is your best wicket taker, but gets tonked. Hazelwood is that person I'd back to bowl 6, good balls, hard to hit.
But Hazelwood, by the way, apart from those first 2 games,
No, but only last match. Only,
only that one match
Only
where he
last
got hit
match
for
he
60
bowled
odd.
badly. Otherwise, I also would
he
any
scored
day go.
64. I think so. There'll be. I think they might pick with Harshal Patel ahead of Hazelwood also. You never know.
Harshal wouldn't be a bad call,
Yeah,
but I'd
not a
still
bad
stick
call.
with Hazelwood.
It's fine.
And also,
It's your choice.
Yeah.
and also
My bad. Why am I
Hazel-
telling you?
Hazelwood at Eden Gardens
Oh, yeah.
could be very, very difficult to get away with.
Yeah, that is true.
This Eden Garden.
Yes.
Yeah.
Old Eden Garden,
Butler, Samson, and Hitmire.
Easy one, really.
No Ashwin. He's batting well.
Obviously not.
Acha, who's your bowler then?
Bowler, they
Riyad
don't have too many options. They might have to just go with Prasiddh Krishna.
No, I think I'd pick
I think-
Trent.
Huh?
Trent.
I
in that.
think they'll go
Then,
with bold. Bold.
super over.
If super over has to be bold, they'll pick bold. But bold's record in super over is not that great.
Be it Trent Bolt or what is this?
Prasad.
No, his
Obed McCoy.
his opening bowling partner for
New Zealand, Lockie.
No,
Tim Southee.
Tim Southee.
Lockie, we went through everyone.
No, we
Was
got
that
confused
movie?
which one.
Hamara Pagal Divana.
हमारा पागल थे.
That happened.
Tim Southee. Oh, they are they've tried them.
Please
so-
solve Mirage rules.
Oh,
Had a
please,
great
yeah, that's really
comment.
interesting. Can we go up, please?
Had a great comment.
Further. That's a funny comment. I read it. I thought we'd take it afterwards.
Mirage, please.
Yeah, Miraj, you can send it as a super chat. Would be good.
Okay.
Man, there was a lot of spam.
Okay, till the time they find it, who were you going with?
Gujarat Titans will go with Hardik Pandya, Rashid Khan, and Tweta. Tewatia.
Of course, Twitter has to be there.
I think
Miller is also
I
there.
think Miller they'll pick.
Miller maybe. Chalo, between Tewatia, Miller, I'll go with Miller as one.
I might go with Shubman and Hardik to open with.
No, I'll go with Hardik. and-
Shubman, no.
Gill
Super over? Nah.
Then my bowler is Rashid Khan. Even though it's a fast bowler paradise, Rashid is not going to be.
I think Shami would be he did well for
No,
Punjab
but
in.
Shami can go for runs. He can get you wickets. He can go for- I'll go
Shami, the
with-
thing is, the ball. So in super overs, they give you a new ball or they give you what?
No,
same
It's
ball.
The old ball
Yeah.
only, right?
Yeah.
Then definitely not Shami.
Yeah.
But he bowled a fantastic super
Yeah.
over. Him and Bumrah, if you guys remember.
Mumbai was
176 for
But
6
if you
bowls.
go
Lockie
Rashid
Ferguson,
is like-
Lockie Ferguson also has bowled a few.
Yeah, he did well for KKR in
Yeah.
that one super over SRH.
Yes, I think.
But I think Lockie has been a little off color this season. From what we have seen him do before for KKR, he was exceptional except that final last year. He was so good. This season took 4 wickets in one of those early games. After that, really haven't seen much from him.
Gujarat, huh?
He's
Two
not a
people
huge
here
fan.
are saying that Gujarat will win, and Nikhil has another reason that it will be a great sight to have a Gujarat team playing
I
before the home crowd in Ahmedabad.
No, I gave that as another reason why they are favorites. Because crowd support also matters. All reasons, 3 or 4 reasons. One of them is that. Why Gujarat? Also, they've topped the group, man. Been the best team in the league.
By the
That
way,
always
always
counts
comment
for a lot,
I found. He said, "Solve my duvida." A
I'll go to the
problem.
bottom also, Shivam.
He said, "My first girlfriend was from Lucknow, and last one was from Bangalore. My wife is from Mumbai. Now she doesn't want me to watch playoffs as she fears I'll go nostalgic." Solution.
Go with
Where
the
are you
wife,
from?
simple.
Where are you from?
Go with the wife, boss.
Yeah.
Girlfriend is long gone.
Yeah.
You want to live, you want to get food at your house, you want to survive, go with what the wife says.
Experience
Exactly.
talking right there.
Nothing. There's no duvida here. Simple.
That's your solution,
Yeah.
Miraj.
If you like sleeping on the couch or on the carpet, then you can go with other teams. Otherwise, it's very simple.
He's saying my wife doesn't even want me to watch the playoffs.
Then don't watch it. It's simple.
Come to us just for the updates that
Yeah.
we usually do.
He asked a lot of nice questions.
Yeah.
Miraj.
So many super chats he has sent us. Okay.
Okay. Weber is saying Gujarat Titans have edge over LSG, RR, and RCB because they know how to deal with pressure and win matches from
That's an interesting point actually.
This
They've had
season they
quite a
have-
few points where they've rescued from losing situations.
Jaiswal for Venkatesh Iyer in future for India, but Jaiswal and Venkatesh were not fighting for the.
Same spot exactly.
Maybe
is a-
Venkatesh Iyer will join Jaiswal soon.
Yeah.
By the way, Jaiswal bowls a bit of spin. You
He
remember
bowls leg
he
spin.
bowled
Yeah.
that one ball and got hit for a 6.
Yes. Go down, Shivam.
Oh.
Stop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tiger Beast. Everybody is writing off LSG.
Yes.
I hope that comes true.
Yes.
As a Lucknow fan, I'm hoping that.
Why Harshgar Vasu? Why is there no reserve day this time for playoffs?
Because they just about have time to put the entire tournament
Exactly.
in place. They are for a final, that's a lot.
Only for final.
Yeah.
Yes.
In women's T20 challenge, Supernovas who are playing right now have to play
Play at
tomorrow
3:30 tomorrow.
afternoon again
What
because
nonsense.
there's no time, and you are asking why they don't have reserve
Unfortunate.
days.
Yes.
In fact, they've really extended the playing conditions. Like they've been very generous in terms of extending times and not letting them lose overs. So maybe they figure that's the
I
best
actually thought a
bet.
lot of them would be
And
banned
as,
only.
and
because
as
they're
it
overage.
is, if you had to make a mockery of the Lodha recommendations, so you could have, got a better plan for the IPL because the Lodha recommendations, the Lodha committee that was appointed by the Supreme Court, it had made it very clear that there has to be a gap of 15 days between the last match of the IPL and your
the
next
Indian-
international assignment.
Yeah.
So it doesn't happen anymore. So you could have,
Done anything?
you could have
Taken it
Reduce
to
the gap even more.
3rd, 4th May.
You could have picked a team whose players are not in the final. Last moment you could select. Okay.
actually.
Like start.
They should have announced this
Anyway,
team today.
18 member.
They should have announced the team today.
Maximum a team has representation in the team is Lucknow with 4 players. Okay, let's say there's another team with 2 players, 6 players out, still have 12 available. You could have
Lucknow
still-
has 4 players.
Yeah, in the
KL,
Indian
Avesh, Ravi
KL
Bishnoi,
Avesh is also there, right?
Deepak Hooda and KL Rahul.
So, and rest were 2 maybe other teams. So 6 would have been playing the final, wouldn't have been available. 18 minus 6, 12 still there. Make an 11, quickly play one.
We don't have a single. We don't have a single player from
It's
Rajasthan.
not gully cricket.
You do.
No, in test matches you have Prasiddh Krishna.
No.
And Ashwin also.
Yuzi Chahal is there.
What are you saying?
Sorry. I
Wasn't
stand
about
corrected.
UZ?
Stand corrected.
Why Ashwin is not selected? Jairaj,
Where?
T20
He has been selected.
T20 squad.
T20 squad is not there.
Isn't the test side?
Yeah, I know.
So that's what
He's asking. T20 squad mein why
He's
is
not
he
selected. He's not selected.
Why?
No, but why should he be selected in the
Is the
first
first
place?
question.
Yeah. We did say that he's
You
not
have
going to be.
UZ Chahal. You have 4 spinners, by the way. You have 4 spinners. You have UZ Chahal, Kuldeep Yadav, Akshar Patel, and
Ravi Bishnoi.
Ravi Bishnoi. And Ravi Bishnoi, I was speaking to a
Did well for India, by the way.
Exactly.
Not looking at IPL performance of everyone.
And I asked somebody, why Ravi Bishnoi? So he said, भाई प्लेयर बनाना है या बिगाड़ना है, प्लेयर बनाना होता है या खत्म करना होता है.
Yes.
This was the
Do you want to be a selector or a rejecter?
exactly and this was exactly the reason that was given for Pujara also. He said Pujara is making a comeback. भाई प्लेयर बनाना है हमें, प्लेयर पुजारा को बनाने में इतने साल लग गए हैं, सब कुछ लग गया. Not that people somebody has made a career out of Pujara. It is his own hard work that has made him the Pujara that he is today.
Yes.
But that's what there was one thing that he could do and he's done that. But it is not it's not a given that he's going to be part of that 11 also now. Maybe he is, but then we never know. RR is going to win this IPL. Absolutely, Rohit ji.
Shall we?
We'll see.
Oh, don't forget to download the Gamezy app. tomorrow the game starts. You stand a chance to win up to 5 crore prize
Yes.
money. You will have the fantasy tips for,
Yeah, it's done.
for the team. Oh, lovely. So we'll have that. And don't forget to subscribe to Sports Today. We'll be on tomorrow at 6:45, 45 minutes before the game starts. Of course, but before that also we have all the latest live updates. Like one latest news Shane has just put about Rishabh Pant getting duped for 1.6 crore rupees. All the details.
It's actually
are
more
up
than
on
that,
Sports
but
Today.
yeah.
Yeah, more than
Indians
that.
love discounts.
Was it the match referee?
No. He wanted some discounted watches.
Luxury items.
Gave more than 2 crores. Money didn't come back. And this is a very long story, by the way. I'm summing it up.
Yeah.
He gave 2
No,
crores.
don't give long story. Now how will they watch? the
Actually,
video?
that's true. And he got
Teaser.
duped.
You should have spoken to Hardik Pandya before
Yes.
buying a watch.
Well, Hardik did it himself. This guy went to someone who said he'll arrange for.
I mean,
What did Hardik
imagine
do?
being on a
Good
grade.
thing, na?
What grade
What
contract
exactly?
is Pant on?
Best was Hardik actually
Must
put
be,
out
yeah,
a statement
yes. He's playing
saying
all
that
three.
there are rumors that
My watch is 5
crore.
It's not. It's only one.
No, more
One?
than I think around 2.
No. He said yes.
What's the worst part though? He's
1.5.
What grade contract does Pant get from the BCCI? He's a grade A, right?
A.
A or
What-
B?
Either way, I mean, considering
A, not A plus.
he gets an A grade contract from the BCCI, pretty marketable face, captain of an IPL franchise. Why was he looking for discounts on luxury items? Is my real point.
Do you understand?
Everybody
Do you
does.
understand
No, but
what
discount
discount
everybody
get?
wants.
At least he is looking for a discount. I know players and people.
We expect it to be
For
just
free.
given as
Yeah,
gifts.
Gifts, correct.
And discount at that level is huge.
Are
right?
free lunches.
2 crore thing,
Yeah.
10% discount is 20 lakhs.
20 lakhs.
So
He was
that's
probably getting way more discount offered.
Just saying.
That's the.
There are many who will be like, I'm coming to meet you, so what am I getting in return? So that also happens.
Okay. Bye.
94 matches.
Don't forget to subscribe to Sports Today. We're live on YouTube and Facebook both.
Thinking
You
about
can
it only
just-
gives me jitters.
Bye. Vanakkam.
Vanakkam.